My name is Haley Vigil. I'm an AmeriCorps member serving at NACA, the Native American Community Academy. I'm a classroom support specialist.
NACA is the school in Albuquerque that has provided a model for Indigenous education, and the Capo Santa Clara community has decided to adopt that model for their own. They're teaching Tewa language in particular is a major focus.
It's also a return, I believe, to centering education back within identity, culture, and language.
I, grew up in Albuquerque and attended the public school system here and had a, fairly good education, but there was a pervasive lack of role models. I did not have one Native American teacher, counselor, or principal the entire time I was in my K-12 experience, which always kind of shocks me in a place like New Mexico.
The tribe moving in this direction to make sure that this is a tribal school and make sure the culture is being relearned, in other words.
Intentionally building a pipeline that has shared values is probably the most key aspect of the partnership between AmeriCorps and NACA and AmeriCorps and the NACA Inspired Schools Network. If you think about when you're in middle school and high school, you're consistently thinking about what is my identity, what do I want to do, what are my interests, my passions, who are my friends, what is my community. Those are all things that that students are going through, and we want to provide at NACA a place for them to explore that in a healthy way.
The elders and the pottery teachers come in and teach the language and teach the traditions. There's dances and there's language. There's key values and conversations with elders here that give a deeper root for the children to sort of tap into as far as their identity is concerned.
And so restoring the culture, revisiting our language and relearning it, I think it's important to self-esteem, self-identity.
I believe that what happens here every day is for the love of the community, the people, and within that is, connection to land, connection to culture, connection to identity and language. There's really deep work happening on a daily basis.
I feel like working with the Native American population, particularly in science, it's a little different because you look at a lot of literature, science curriculums, and a lot of it doesn't really revolve around Native communities.
Many of the AmeriCorps members are younger, but they bring this passion and drive, helping to coordinate activities for our summer program, before school, support of our elementary students.
And I've seen some AmeriCorps members be able to really tap into the idea of service. AmeriCorps bringing the opportunity to have people who, young people and other community members be school-based to learn about the schools and education has been really important.
I think it's interesting for the students to get a hands-on experience and understanding on, how everything relates. Because in a way, in science and in the Native American ideology, everything relates to one another. This experience, I feel like it has allowed me to open more doors, helping the community, my community, or other communities, working with the youth or working with Native communities in particular. It's kind of helped me develop where I want to go.
I look at them, they're in second grade, but I kind of see them as being getting older, and see them when they're older, and I want to see you succeed. And being able to have an instrumental role in that is super cool.